Hey everyone, it's me Nadine. Here's a look at some of the colors we're going to be using shortly. Are you guys ready to paint? See you soon. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nadine. Thank you for being here. If you're liking what you're seeing on my channel so far, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell and you will be notified each and every time I post a video. Okay, so today I'm going to do a 12 by 36 inch canvas. This is an Artist Loft. This is just a level 1, but it's like one of the nicer level 1 kind. It doesn't have the deep edge or anything, which makes me sad, but it's okay. I just had these in there from when I first started painting, and I'm getting low on my canvas stock, so yeah. So I have the back taped, and I taped this just so like the edges aren't so messy. I don't care if they have some stuff on it, but like when I don't tape them, they look like a hot mess, so yeah. I also have these C hooks or cup hooks in the bottom, and I use those to level the canvas, and I also use them, it helps in the tilting process because you can kind of like pivot your canvas with them, and with the larger gallery wrapped canvases it's really helpful, and they're also used to raise it off your table. Okay, so today I was thinking, I've actually never done one of these, but I feel like I can make it work. I feel like I got it, you know. I want to do a flip and drag, and I'm hoping I have enough paint left over. I'm using all just leftover colors basically. And I want to like go like that, and then same on that side, and see how that goes. I've never done this, so I'm a little nervous, but I think I could handle it. Anyway. Okay, so paints are mixed 2 parts pouring medium to about 1 part paint. I do not measure whatsoever though when I'm mixing, so that's a rough estimate, and my pouring medium is about, I would say, 75% Floetrol to 25% GAC 800, and then if necessary I thin it down with a concoction. It's about 90% water and 10% GAC 800. And that's just to thin it. If I have to thin it, it just mixes better when I'm using that versus just water. But you could use just water as well, and that would work just fine. Okay, so these are all leftover colors. I'm hoping I have enough left over, but if nothing else, we can leave negative space. I love negative space, and we'll make that work. In order to figure out the amount of paint for your canvas, what you need to do is you multiply the length by the width. In this case, it was 12 by 36. And then when I multiplied, after you multiply that, you want to divide by 28. So you multiply the length times the width, which is 12 by 36 in this case, and then you divide by 28. And that'll give you how much paint you need for a canvas. In this case, it came out to be about 15.4 ounces. These are 10-ounce cups, so I was thinking like fill them 3/4 of the way and do that twice, and then that should be good. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna layer our cup. I want to make a couple changes to my layering. The last time I did this pour, which actually I don't want to talk about it, but my other pour with the same color palette, I really liked how it came out. Unfortunately, the canvas is saggy, and I've tried to restore it by like spraying water on the back, but every time I go back to it, it's right back to being saggy again. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to throw that canvas out, which makes me sad because I really liked it, and I really liked the color palette, but the edges also got messed up. I don't know what happened. They had a big line down like every single side. I'm like, Nadine, what did you do? Like, really? And then generally once I have to touch them up, then I don't like them anymore because I'm a perfectionist. So yeah. Anyway, so that's what happened with the last one. But last time when I layered my cup, I did do a straight pour, so it was a little bit different, but I put this, what was this, purple Topaz, the Treasure Gold series one. I put this right next to the 24 karat gold, and it made just like a color I didn't really care for, so I'm going to make a couple changes in the layering of my cups as well. So yeah, and then my base coat I have, I made this color myself out of the Liquitex deep yellow hue, and then I just added white until I got the shade I was looking for, which is this shade. I apologize if there are shadows. I'm not great at this whole filming process yet. We're working on it, we're getting there. The problem is I can only do this like at night because my boyfriend works like third shift, and so he's always sleeping during the day in here, and it's just, that's the problem. So, alright. So what I'm gonna do is just 2 regular flip cups, not grenade ones. So we're gonna flip them and then we're gonna drag them across. Okay, so for each one, I want some of this in the bottom of my cups. What we need it? Not too much. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright, so we're gonna fill our cups up. So far, I have Naples yellow in there. That's kind of like the background color, kind of how like Gina DeLuca does. Oh, and I should mention this color palette is totally inspired by her. If I didn't mention that already, I got this from her. Alright, so I really like the purple right next to the yellow. I have to save this though because I don't have a lot of it. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do just down the side. Should have mixed up more, but I'm trying to get rid of these colors. Okay. Let's see. And then we're gonna do, yes, a purple Topaz. And then, let's see. And then we're going to do the golden ultramarine purple. I really like that color, it's really pretty. Okay. Okay, and then the antique copper. And then a small another little layer. I might actually have paint left over still. Interesting. Okay, now for real, Nadine, a small another layer. other and then drag it. My goal is not to have it too close to either this edge or this edge because I don't want it to go over because we're gonna have to let it sit for a few. So I want to go like, let's say, peg where to flip it. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this over on this side, and my goal is not to get it everywhere. So here we go, and you kind of just have to not think about it and just go for it. And it's all about the wrist. And hopefully I can do this as I sit here and tell you guys how to do it. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, and not too horrible, kind of better though. All right. So now we're gonna do the same thing over here. I'm thinking like, I don't know, here-ish. All right, let's hope that this looks a little bit better. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, and I want to give that a few minutes because there's no pins in it. We kind of have to just give it a few to do its thing. Might as well start torching now because I know I'm going to need to. Cells are really pretty on this side. I don't know if you can see it. They're really, really pretty. Right here on this side, my side. Alright, so now you just want to let it sit and give it like, I don't know, like a few minutes. I mean, if you have to, like, walk away from it, you know. I know it's hard, but yeah, you really want to let it sit and do its thing so that it can do its thing for you. And so, yeah, if you have to, walk away. This is usually the point where I just clean up little things, you know. See how this goes because I've never done this. We're gonna attempt to drag it. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen or no. We'll see what the paint wants us to do. Alright, so let's start with this one. Of our cup, and then I'm just gonna swirl some design kind of in it. Okay, so I don't want to wreck that part because I like the cells in there, so I'm just gonna like it looks weird, but like it gives it when you stretch it out. Alright, so we're gonna go over this way first. Well, let's see where our weight wants to go. Usually the pink. kind of talk to you after a while, kind of tell you where it wants to go. They're really pretty. It gives a really earthy, organic look, you know. I really like it. Alright, so what would I do differently? Well, let's see. I need to definitely work on the flip and drag technique itself, because like the paint, when I was like pulling it across, it kind of just like plopped out of the cup and it all came out in one big chunk. So there's that. I would probably change. I would work on my technique a little more. What else would I change? I'm pretty sure I used too much paint, and a part of me is wondering if I should like take some off because I want it to crack, but honestly I've not really had that issue too much, so I'm not extremely worried about it. But yeah, I do feel like I might have used too much paint, but we'll see. I don't like traveling with it. And the other thing I would change is just maybe doing it on, I mean, this is pretty on this canvas, but I think maybe a wider canvas or would have been better, like this length but wider too, because you would get more, you know, more to look at. And yeah, I probably had more than enough paint to do that, so but yeah, I think that's all I would change about it, is just working on my actual technique itself, because like if when you watch it, you'll see like the flip wasn't very good first of all, and the drag was more like it just plopped out of the cup as I dragged it, so I kind of had to move some of the paint down. So that aspect I wasn't so great on, and just like not using as much paint. And then I also want to try this again with my straight pour to see if my changing up the layering of the colors helped at all. But yeah, I really like this. This is really pretty. I really like this Naples yellow with these purples and the antique copper. It's so pretty. Okay, so here it is, you guys. This is so pretty. I don't know if I can get it all in for the frame, but we're gonna go down and show you guys. I really like how this came out. Here, let me take you down. How's this? This is where all the cells were. This is so pretty. I really like those cells right there. Those are beautiful. Get it like, yeah, like if you do it the right, I think if I do this again with a straight pour, I can get more of the look I'm trying to explain. But like, see in between the cells there, how you get that lacing and it looks like it's glowing. I really like that. And I really like this. It's really pretty. Well, thank you guys for being here with me, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.